So today I'm going to be doing my makeup for a family dinner. I'm just going to keep it pretty simple because I am going to be wearing quite a bit of jewelry today because it will be like an Asian family dinner. So I'm just going to do like a pretty simple makeup look. So I've already done my skincare on my face. So I have used the Mad Hippie Vitamin C Serum on my face just to prep it, just to keep my skin a little bit hydrated, because like although my face is super oily and you can see how oily it is, I do want to make sure that my skin is hydrated a bit. So I did put on this serum and then followed it with some acne stuff because I do have a little bit of acne. I think it's probably because I put tanner on my face last night and I probably shouldn't have done that, but I just really wanted my face to be a little bit tan. So I did put on my different gel, which I found is one of the only things that has like worked for me. And then I also just sprayed on another moisturizer. I also put on the My Clarins, the Refresh spray as well. So just to prep my skin, I've done all that already. It is soaked in. So now I can move on to doing my makeup. I'm gonna try to put my hair out of my face a little bit, but just trying to keep it simple today just because I am gonna be wearing quite a bit of jewelry. So I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass mineral primer. So I'm almost out of this, so I do have to put it on a beauty blender here just to put it on my face, just because I can't pump any of it out because I don't know, like the pump's kind of crooked and like it's also running out of product. So I'm just gonna prime my face here with the primer. Okay, I might need a little bit more because I put all this on my cheeks. I do try to use this a little bit sparingly just because I do feel like it does leave like a little bit of kind of like a white cast on my face, so I don't want to use too much here, but I just want to make sure that like where my makeup normally comes off, that part's covered. Alright, looks pretty good. Primer is done. I'm going to move on to foundation. I'm gonna wear my more expensive foundation today, the Yolma Beauty foundation. As you can see, I'm running out of this one as well. So I do have like 2 more of this foundation just because I like it so much. So just waiting to finish up this one. I do wet my beauty blenders just so that the product doesn't like soak in as much as when I use it dry, just because this is like a $40 foundation. So I keep as much of it on my face and not in this sponge as possible. I'm just going around and dotting it onto my face, or I guess dabbing it onto my face. I'm just trying to make sure I have some good even coverage. And since I did fake tan last night, my foundation should match my the rest of my body now, not necessarily my face. Because my face, I don't think will ever be as tan as my body, and that's a good thing, but just make sure that they match a little bit. So I'm just going to drag a little bit of this color down onto my neck here. I do have a little bit of acne, so I just want to make sure that I'm covering that up. I'm just going to go back in here with just a little bit more, just build up the coverage on my acne here, a little bit, so that's fully covered. Good morning. Yeah, it's technically noon. I'm doing my makeup for a dinner tonight, so I guess this is, you know, a little bit late to be doing my makeup for the day, but also like a little bit early to be doing my makeup for dinner. I'm also gonna do my hair. I'm gonna curl my hair, so gotta get going here. But I'm doing well. I hope everyone's doing well today also. This is one of the first times in my life where I've had like a Monday through Friday job as opposed to a job where I have to work on the weekends. So now I'm finally like, wow, like I love the weekends. Because before I used to hate the weekends because I would work, so. Alright, next I'm going to go in with my typical powder that I use. It is the Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to knock a little bit of this out here. Okay, it was quite a bit, that's okay. also think I'm gonna use concealer today, which I don't normally use concealer because I'm lazy and or in a rush. So gonna put this powder all over my face just to set my liquid foundation here, so that hopefully this stays on my face. Although I should be inside all day, so I'm not gonna be getting too sweaty, which is good. Yep, I'm getting ready for dinner now. So I also have to do my hair, and it takes me a while to do my hair, and I feel like it also takes me a while to do my face also. Like, especially when I stream, I feel like it takes me like twice as long to do my makeup because I'm talking and I'm trying to actually make sure it looks good. Like, when I do my makeup for work every day, it takes me like 15 minutes. I'm like, I don't know, it's good enough. It'll look good enough on Zoom. Hopefully, with all this stuff I do, my makeup's supposed to last all day, but I don't know about that claim, but it should last long enough. Plus, I can always touch it up. I'm gonna go in here with a little bit of concealer, just cover up my eye bags a little bit and the corners of my eye where I feel like I normally get kind of dry. And I am going in with a Morphe concealer. I think this is the second one that I've used, but it does last a pretty long time, especially because I don't use very much of it. And while my concealer is setting in, I am going to use the L'Oreal powder here. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm running out of all of my makeup products, but I like keep just like such a huge hoard of like, I basically have like all of my makeup like reduplicated like in a drawer just so that when I run out, like I'm not like, oh no, like I need to go buy some more. Like then I have a little bit of time buffer to buy some more. But just blending this onto my neck a little bit just so that my neck is the same color as my face, but because I tanned, everything should be a little bit closer in color here. But just going over my face with the powder. Alright, that's good. A slick back hairstyle. At some point I will probably try that, but today I'm dropping everything. So I haven't put on all the jewelry yet, but I do have quite a few ear piercings, so I'm gonna put on like a pretty dramatic earring. So what I'm thinking for the hair is I'm gonna like curl it all and then like I would like pin up this side or just like make sure this side's tucked behind my ear just so like you can really see like the statement earring, but we'll see later in this video kind of how that looks because just watch me do my hair. But I'm gonna wet my brush that's like a dual-ended like beauty blender and brush and blend in my under eye concealer here. I like it because it definitely brightens up this area. It's sometimes a little bit harder to blend. But I feel like it already looks a little bit brighter under my eye. But I am going to be keeping it pretty simple with my makeup just because I am wearing quite a bit of jewelry with this look. So sometimes less is more. And I really feel like I don't do like a whole lot with my makeup. Like there's a lot more like men and women that do like a lot more with their makeup than I do, but that's okay. I'm just putting some powder under my eyes just to keep this concealer in place, and also just going back into my T-zone with a little bit more powder because that's where I get pretty oily. Alright, put this powder away. Now I'm going to go in with my bronzer, the NARS bronzer here. This is, I think, technically like a highlighter brush, but I like it because it gives me like a softer like bronze look, that it's not like a really harsh like contoured look. So I'm just going in on my cheeks a little bit just to give my face a little bit more dimension, and under my chin just doing my jawline here a little bit. But I'm just trying to give my face a little bit more dimension just because I don't know, I feel like I have like a really like circular face. Okay, I've definitely pulled a lot of my hair onto my face here. I will not be wearing my rhinestoned Air Force Ones today. I'm gonna be wearing heels actually, so it's that kind of dinner tonight. So just trying to add a little dimension to my face, but also making sure that this is blended out nicely. Perfect. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of blush just to add some color to my cheeks. I'm going in with the NARS blush. I'm just trying to put it like on the apples of my cheeks and then just brush it back like a little bit here. This is like their like trial sample size, just because for probably like the past like 12 years since I've gotten into makeup, or probably like, let's see, probably like 13 years since I've gotten into makeup. I really haven't used blush because I normally just have so much acne. I don't want to add any extra redness to my face, but I feel like it adds just like a little pop of color. It's not too bad. I'm going to go in with my Ofra highlighter. I'm normally like a big fan of this highlighter, but recently I've seen that if you do like a liquid like gel highlighter, it will actually like blend into your face better, so I might try to get my hands on some of that at some point. Thank you. I'm glad you like my personality. I just try to keep it real. I try to keep it honest. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm certainly not the best at makeup, but like, I still gotta do it every day, so I may as well show what I do. Now I'm gonna move on to the eyes. I'm gonna do like a little, it's gonna be like a little more subtle eye look here. Just trying to think about what I want to do. I'm going to go with my Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, just because I don't know if it's the colors or if like this is just not like as pigmented, but I don't feel like this palette, like the colors are as pigmented as my other eyeshadow palettes. So it's just like a little bit of like, I don't know, it's like more muted with the colors. So I'm also going to go in with my eyelid primer, the KVD Shake primer. I'm glad you think my makeup is Twitch likable. I certainly would not make it on YouTube. Like, there's just people that are just so much better at makeup, and you know, I would say like I've been doing it for a while, so I know my own face and I can like fix my face up, but I certainly am not good enough to do other people's faces. Alright, just putting on my eyelid primer here, just with the colors are a little bit more pigmented and bright. I'm going to go into my Natasha Denona palette. I'm going to go in with a fluffy Sigma brush and just go for this neutral color and just start putting it on like my like V area of my eye, and just kind of windshield wiper motions, like sweeping it over. Yeah, a lot of people are definitely on YouTube. Like, that market's really, it's quite saturated there, but you just gotta find content that you like, and it's manageable. Like, for me, I feel like I'll like listen to YouTube videos as I work, so it's just about like finding like a YouTuber that, you know, works for you. So like for me, like, you know, I'll just be like listening to something just so I have background noise, because I'm working from home, so I'm alone. So just have like a little bit of noise sometimes helps. Like, I don't even think I'm listening to the YouTube video that I have on half the time. It's just so that there's kind of like just like some noise. But I'm just going across my eye with this. I think this might be my only eye color is this, because I'm really trying to keep it like really simple with the makeup here. But I will build up the color a little bit just so it's a little bit more vibrant. Just because I think this will be the only color. Yeah, Twitch is probably like a good place to start. I think just because like the community's smaller for now, and I do feel like, I don't know, I feel like people do spend more time on Twitch. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's definitely like a lot of Twitch content that you could just like watch in the background of doing something. Like, a lot of times, like with YouTube, like you do have to pay like full attention to what's going on in the video to kind of understand it. Like, you have to be like watching and listening. But I feel like with a lot of Twitch, like you can just listen and it still all makes sense. I've been on Twitch probably for a couple of months so far, but I really like it. Like, I'm glad there's people that like watching me do my makeup. When I was in college, I was working at a makeup store, so like for me, I would like do my makeup like every weekend, and I loved doing that, just like trying new, fun, like crazy looks that are not like traditionally like office like appropriate. So like I just love that, and like giving people like advice on makeup and products, and I like missed that when I didn't work there anymore. So I'm glad like I have Twitch so that like people like are like watching and like listening to me do like makeup looks and just like a little bit more of kind of like these not so like, you know, what I do like for work and stuff. But working on affiliate, I'm quite close, which makes me really excited. So I feel like I just need to like stream more. It's just the consistency piece for me. Like I'm just so busy because I just started like a new job like full time, so working on it, and I'm just like exhausted after work. Yeah, thank you. I wish I was affiliate. We're definitely working on it. We're definitely close. I think when I started on Twitch, like I wasn't like saving my broadcasts, and so like it's like hard like if people don't know you to like know what kind of content you have and if they want to follow you. So like they kind of have to see like what you have. So for me, I think when I started like just saving my like past broadcasts to my channel, that really helped me just because then people could see like, okay, what kind of content do I stream? Do I want to follow this person and like see more of it like later and try to tune in for the lives? So I do think that kind of helped me, and I've started doing that like the last like month. All right, I think we're just gonna keep it like really, really simple here. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like just chatting is like a good platform. I don't know. I feel like I sometimes don't have that much to just chat about, but yeah, definitely something like I'll probably look into in the future. For now, I feel like I make probably more like YouTube content that I put like on Twitch, I guess. Like I'm just like doing my makeup, which I feel like is a lot more like YouTube content, but like I put it on Twitch. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner here, and I'm gonna try to do a thin line because I go way too heavy with my eyeliner line, and it's just not good. But I'm going with the KVD tattoo liner, and like this liner, like the line is so thin on, like the brush is so thin, but like it's just like user error. Like I pushed too hard or something. So like I used to be that kid in elementary school that would like push too hard, like with their pencil and like bust through their paper. So okay, that's not bad. That's like a smidge on the thick side, but it's not too bad. Okay, it's not bad. It's been worse, it's been better, but I'll take it. It's a thin line. I definitely do not want to redo all of my eye makeup either, so we're gonna roll with that. I don't think I'm gonna do false lashes today, so I'm gonna try to like spend a little bit more time on my mascara. So I'm going in with the Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lash Serum Plus Primer. I do feel like primer helps a little bit, but I also put on 2 mascaras, so that probably helps way more than the primer does, but that's okay. I do try to only do like a couple of like swipes of the primer just because I don't want my lashes to be too white, because especially if I'm rushing, like I don't want to just have like an eyelash that's like randomly white that I didn't cover with mascara. So just go in a couple times with this. I also only put the eyelash primer on my upper lashes. I don't know why. I just feel like the lower lashes sometimes are harder to cover without getting like mascara on my face. So I don't have to worry about covering up like the white of the lash primer on my lower lashes, because I feel like that's kind of my downfall when I do my makeup sometimes, is like I'm so close to being done, but then I'll like smudge my mascara like somewhere, and then like I just have to like try to fix it, and it just is upsetting. But I'm going in with the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. I typically do buy the travel size just so that it doesn't dry out. It's also just a great way to try a mascara if you've never tried it before, instead of just like trying it and then having like a whole full size of it that you don't like. Plus, now that kind of the pandemic's like, I don't know, winding down, improving, I'm hoping to be traveling more, so this will be just easy to like pack a travel size thing instead of like a full size mascara. But because I'm not going to do lashes today, I'm going to try to spend a little bit more time on my mascara, just making sure I get like the outer like part of my eye, because I feel like that's what really makes our eyelashes pop. It's kind of like this outer portion, how that looks. Just carefully do my lower lashes. I am a fan of the lower lash mascara just because I do feel like it ties the look together. Some people are a fan, some people aren't. I'm a fan. I have seen that some people will go in with like a brown lower lash mascara instead of a black, so it's got like a little bit more of a natural look, so that might be something I'll try in the future. Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of colored mascaras that people use. I think they're just not as common, but they definitely do make different colors of them, like particularly for like probably like festivals, like a little bit more like different makeup looks. They definitely have like pink and green. You probably won't find them like at typical, like if you go to like an Ulta or a Sephora. Those are kind of more of like the online like niche products. But when I was working at Ulta, we did have like a couple of colored ones. We just didn't sell them that much because people aren't gonna wear a green mascara every day. Like it's really more for like, you know, like if someone's gonna go to like Pride and do like a really fun makeup look, or if they're like really about doing like a monochrome all blue or all pink makeup look, like it's just really not like, at least like, you know, like my kind of job I have, I probably could not do that at work. But I am on Zoom, so I guess maybe no one would know if I had green mascara on. I just don't really think that's really my vibe either. I feel like I do like more like natural makeup, but again, because I'm not doing like the false lashes today, I'm gonna try to really coat like my outer corner lashes here, because I feel like that kind of almost like gives that false lash look. Almost. I don't know if I've shared this story on Twitch yet, but when I used to work in a makeup store, I'd like pretty much put on like false lashes no matter like what I did. Like I would have like no makeup on, but I would put on like false lashes just so that, you know, people are like, oh, that's a makeup girl, like I can trust her. I refer to my lower lashes. So I would pretty much put on false lashes like no matter like what kind of look I had going. And I feel like I wear like kind of more natural looking lashes. Like I don't really wear anything that's like crazy, just because I don't really like that look for myself personally. But so I had on like false lashes. I think they were like kind of natural looking ones, but I feel like they definitely looked fake. So I think I probably had on lashes like this where like they look pretty natural once they're on your eye, but like they're definitely false lashes. Like they're definitely not crazy like these. Like these lashes were like $30, and like I don't think I'll rebuy these, but it's like a nice flex. But anyway, so I had on like these like little lashes, and this lady comes into Ulta and she's like, I'm looking for a mascara. And I was like, okay, you know, like, are you looking for more volume, more length, like waterproof? Is there a brand you like? And she looks at my lashes and she's like, what kind of mascara do you have on? Like, I want my eyelashes to look like that. And I'm like, oh no, like these are fake lashes. Like she probably, like, I don't want to like mislead her into thinking that like a mascara is going to give you this false lash look, because like it will do, you know, it'll do a lot for your eyes. Like this, like, you know, like definitely you see my lashes, like they look good, like they, you know, but like false lashes are just like a whole different level. And so I just felt so bad. I was like, these are actually like false lashes, but like I do have like a really good mascara on underneath that I normally wear like separate. So I was able to help her with that, but I was just like, oh no. Now I'm going in with a second mascara here because I'm not going to do false lashes today. I'm going in with this is the 5D Lash Pow Volumizing Mascara, which it kind of makes me laugh a little bit because like, like, okay, what are 5D lashes? Like, I don't even know what that means. Like, I know like 2 dimensions is like something you draw on paper, like 3 dimensions is like a 3D shape, like 4D is like time, like I don't know what 5D is. I guess like 5D is this mascara, but like, I don't know, like to me it just makes me laugh a little bit, but it's an okay mascara. I don't ever wear that mascara by itself just because it's like too chunky and then I end up pulling on my eyelashes every day. But I do have like a little lash comb that I go through my lashes with just to like separate them like a little bit, but I try to do it lightly because I don't want to take off too much of my mascara. I typically don't curl my eyelashes. I don't know why, but I don't. It definitely gives that good look. I feel like sometimes I'll curl them after I put on mascara, which I know you're not supposed to do, but that's sometimes what I do. Also, because like I did my eye makeup, I'm just like nervous like if I curl them I'm gonna take it off because I don't trust myself. So I don't know. Sorry, this is good. This is as good as the lashes are gonna get today. So I'm gonna go in and do my brows here. As you can see, I don't have a lot of like naturally occurring eyebrow, unfortunately. So I just gotta draw them in, which there's nothing wrong with these. Like, these are fine, these are passable, but I just like to have like a little bit more, I don't know, pizzazz. So I'm just going in with like this little not lash comb, this like, I guess this is kind of the same thing for lashes, but the Morphe eyebrow pencils, they do have like a pencil end and then they have like a brush end, so I'm just try to brush them out a little bit. I'm actually running out of this, so I'm glad I have another one. I have 2 more, perfect. Just gotta stay prepared, because you never know. Okay, so we'll see how far I can get on my brows with this, and then I will switch pencils here. I always try to keep extra eyebrow pencils on hand because I hate when I do not have one and I try to like go in and freehand like gel on my eyebrow, and it's so hard. But I do typically like how this eyebrow is shaped naturally, so I try to do this brow first and then just like copy this over onto my other eyebrow. But I go in with the pencil, try to do like a little outline of kind of what I want. All right, I gotta switch. This one's dead. I used to use a darker color on my brows, but when I was working at the makeup store, this guy suggested, like one of my coworkers suggested like, oh, like I should go for like a lighter color so it looked more natural, because my hair was like a lot more blonde then, and so I did switch to like a lighter brow color, and I just haven't switched back. Now that my hair is darker, I could probably go back to that darker color if I wanted, but I don't know. I just feel like the big bold like Instagram brow thing, that trend is like kind of over. I feel like it's kind of more about like natural brows now, so I'll probably just stick with this lighter color, just because I do feel like I do probably like a heavier brow than most people do normally. But just trying to mirror up what I have on my other eyebrow here, just so they look somewhat symmetrical. Your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters and not twins, although definitely like a lot of these. It's another reason why I would never cut it on YouTube, is a lot of these beauty YouTubers, like they're just so good, like they're such perfectionists, like they'll spend like 3 hours doing their makeup, and I simply could not like imagine doing that. Even when I spent an hour, I was like, wow, that was a long time. Plus they're quite good at, getting everything to match up, and most of us are not like symmetrical, so it's harder. Okay, these eyebrows are looking somewhat similar. Similar enough. I think it will be okay. I've tried like various brow products over the year, and for me, I just find that the pencil with like the gel pomade works the best. Like I've tried like those little brushes that are just like the ink ones where like it just draws on eyebrow hairs. I don't like that as much. I feel like you have to be kind of artistic for those. That just didn't really work for me. So I don't know. I just do like the pencil and the gel, but I'm sure that will change again at some point in my life. I mean, I could probably do just pencil even. Like I could fill in this whole thing and do like just pencil and it would look fine, but okay, I need to keep the old one and the new one of these separate so I don't accidentally toss the new one. But I mean, I could definitely go in and do like just pencil on this whole thing, and it would look fine. It'd probably be like a softer look, but I do like to go in with the gel a little bit here, just kind of darken it up. The gel is definitely more intense. If I'm really unhappy with my brows, I'll usually go in with like a Q-tip and just try to clean up the shape a bit. But most of the time I'm just like, I don't know, it is what it is. Like, you like my eyebrows or you don't. You like me or you don't, you know? Alright. I am like going in like a little bit heavier, kind of like on the end and like the midsection, and then like trying to go like a little bit lighter, like on the front section here, just so it's like a little bit of a lighter look, less intense. Clean it up with my finger a little bit also, but I'm gonna feather out the front a little bit here, just so it looks a little bit more natural, I guess as natural as it could look. I'm also going to start heating up my hair curler, because I'm going to start curling my hair after this. Alright, while that heats up, I'm going to finish up my makeup here. So I'm going to go in with the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. I think I'm actually running out of this, so I will need to get more of this soon. But I like this because I feel like it does keep like the brow hairs in place, plus it helps keep like the gel that I put on my brows in place. So just fix this up a little bit here, but hey, not bad. I do, it's kind of gross, but I do like, I wipe off the brush every time because I don't want like this whole thing to like not be a clear brow gel anymore. And then set my face here. I'm going in with the, just layer this on here. I'm going in with the, this is the Hourglass Veil setting powder. I got it because I bought their primer and I figured, okay, if I'm gonna spend all this money on primer, I may as well buy like the setting spray as well. Couldn't tell you why it's dented, but it is. This might have been the one that when I was in college it moved with me, and so it probably got dented in my luggage, but yeah, I don't know why it's dented. But when I have a little bit of extra time, like when I do my makeup, I do like to fan it just to help keep it all set in place. This is a fan that I got on my trip to China, but I know there's like, you know, like I think if you go to Sephora, I think there's someone that like makes like a makeup fan, like, which is interesting because it's really no different than this fan, but I think their fan is like $25. I think it's by Patrick Ta, and this fan I think I got for maybe like $2 or $3 in China, so worked out pretty good. But I do feel like it just helps keep my face set like a little bit here, but not bad. It's not bad. Sorry, the lighting here look really weird, but it's not bad. I feel like it's just like a nice, like pretty natural look. I am going to put on a little bit of lipstick primer, the MAC Prep and Prime, just as I do my hair, just so this can soak in. I can do lipstick later on. Thank you. Glad you guys like the look. Just trying to keep it simple, just kind of like natural. I feel like this is like kind of that joke where it's like, oh, when my boyfriend says he loves natural girls, and it's like, what he actually means by natural is like this, not like what my actual face looks like. Alright, I am going to curl my hair. I'm gonna split my hair into 2 sections to curl it here. The curler I am using, this is the Lange curler. I saw like a YouTuber use it in one of her videos like probably a couple years ago. I'm like, wow, that looks really good. So I bought it for myself and works out pretty good. It is like a wand curler. It doesn't have the clip on it, which I feel like for me, I don't know. I don't have to worry about like getting like a bend in my curl as much. But I do have a glove. I think this is just like some random glove from Amazon, but just prevents me from burning my hand because I have definitely burned my hand, and it was just like really awful. Like it hurts a lot. Like I was curling my hair in college like before like a game day, and like, you know, like I was like in college, so like I was like sitting on the floor like doing my makeup in like the mirror I had in my room, and you know, I was like rushing a little bit because, you know, gotta get to the game, gotta get to the pregame and all that, and I went to grab my curler and I grabbed the wrong end, and so I just like fully just like palmed my whole curler, and my hand hurt so bad for the rest of the day. I mean, it was just, I don't know, it was just like a pain like I've never really experienced, and I was like, that was a terrible mistake. All right, I'm gonna try to curl the other way just so I alternate which way my hair is being curled, and I am trying to keep like a little bit of the end piece out as well, just so that it looks less like super curled, like super ringlety, because I definitely used to rock that look like in high school where like my curls were like super just like super ringlety curls. But I don't know, I feel like just like with a little bit of the end sticking out, it does look a little bit more natural. I am gonna go through with like a hair oil in my hair with these just to like break them up and stuff so that they're less like just like, wow, looks like you just curled your hair. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I'm not trying to turn this into an ASMR stream though. I do feel like curling my hair takes a while, and unfortunately, because I am half Asian, like I just wake up and my hair like naturally looks like this. Like my hair naturally is like pretty straight, like it looks like I straightened it, so my hair does not like being curled, so I don't curl my hair like as much as like, I don't know, I guess as like I should, as I want to, because it just doesn't last that long. So for me, I'm like, well, it wasn't really worth it. But again, just alternating with which pieces I'm taking, just so that all of my hair doesn't just like curl up into like one giant large curl like on each side, because I've definitely had that happen. Like I spent all this time curling my hair, and like when I like went to put it over my shoulders, there's just like one big curl here and like one big curl here, and I'm like, oh no, that wasn't the vibe. Yeah, I hardly cut my hair, and when I do go in and cut it, I tell them not to take that much off. I'm like, literally just take off like the ends that are dead, because like my hair's pretty long, like this is like all my natural like hair, like none of this is extensions or anything, which is pretty good given the fact that I've like definitely bleached the heck out of my hair. But my natural hair color is like, it's actually really quite dark brown, just because I am half Asian, so like the color that you see like at the roots of my hair, so like basically like all of this is like my natural hair color, like it's really dark. Just like the bottom part, like I have dyed blonde for several years, and I'm trying to go back to my natural hair color, so just the bottom's like less like super blonde, but like basically all of this is like my natural hair color is really dark brown. But yeah, I don't know if I would like totally recommend for anyone to get their hair like balayaged, like bleached like I did, just because it's really hard if you decide you don't like it later. Like it's so pretty, but it's so hard to like grow it out and make it look good. Like I've just had to make so many appointments where I'm like, just like soften up like the line that's like in my hair. And it just, I don't know, it takes hair like a really long time to grow out. I do hold onto the curl like a little bit before I let it go, just so it has time to like cool down in my hand a little bit, like when it's like curled. Then I just release it. Plus then it's not like as hot when it hits my neck, because that's also like another like weird little painful thing, is like when like your hair is hot and it like hits your skin and you're like, why does this like hurt? Alright, last part for this section here. Then this part is done. It definitely makes your hair like a little bit shorter, like when you curl it, at least when I do, but that's okay. Still looks fine. I'm gonna switch what hand my glove is on so I don't burn myself. Thankfully, because I've been doing my hair for so long, I don't have the issue where I'll like accidentally burn my neck or like burn my ears anymore. But definitely when I first started, that was like, I had to be like so careful that I didn't like burn myself as I was doing my hair, because that is also truly painful. You know, just the things that have to be done sometimes to get nice hair, it's tricky. I do feel like I do use like a bigger like barrel on my curler, just because I feel like it looks more natural when it's like a bigger curl instead of like a really tight curl. So like this is like pretty large. All right, try to alternate some of the sections here. I do try to grab smaller sections of my hair, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm like in a rush like all the time, and so like I probably don't grab as small of sections as I should, but that's okay. It looks all right. Oh, that one untangled. Try to save this here. I also like it because I feel like my hair is like decently long, and I don't feel like I don't have enough space to wrap my hair around onto these. So like I could grab bigger sections and still be able to like put all my hair on here. I don't have that problem, so that's kind of nice. But I do really love the way that my hair looks like after I'll like get it dyed, just like the way that like the hairdressers do it. Like, oh, it looks so good, and like I wish I knew how to do that, but I don't. They also use a completely different like curler than I do. Like they use the one with the clip, and they're like, you know, like slightly unclipping it and everything, and I don't know what they do, but it looks so good. Like if anyone's ever had their hair like dyed and like the lady like curls your hair after, like it looks so good. Like I went to like one of the top rated like salons like in my area. Like this place is like booked up like for months. And so like I wasn't working like a Monday through Friday job at the time, so like I had like every Wednesday off, so I was able to go in on like Wednesday in the middle of the day when most people couldn't. But like just like my hair looks so good after, like, and they take pictures and they put it on their Instagram, and I was just like, wow, that's my hair, and it looks so good. So I love that curl, but I don't know how to do that at home. It also took them like a really long time. I think that's another reason why I decided to go back to my natural hair color, is it just like, it was so costly and like so much time to like maintain dyeing my hair all the time that just didn't really work. Cause like when I would go get my hair done, it would normally be like a 4 or 5 hour appointment, which is like a long time to be like sitting there just like scrolling through the internet and waiting as I just like fry off my hair. Also, one of the last times that I had gotten my hair like bleached to be more blonde, I guess like the lady left the bleach on a little too long. I don't know if you can still see it, but some of my hair like fried off, so you can see that like some of these pieces like are like much shorter than my natural hair color. So it was like, maybe I don't need to dye my hair anymore. Like, I don't know. Looks fine with the hair color that I was given, so working with that. So now the bottom like half is done, just kind of letting it just look like gravity do its thing, so it looks like a little bit of a softer curl. But I'm gonna move on to the top section here. Then after this, I'm going to go put on my outfit and then start putting on all the jewelry for this, because it's like an Asian dinner party, so, you know, gotta put on my jade pieces and things. Plus I have like a necklace like with my Chinese name on it, so gotta wear all that. So sure, make sure my part looks kind of decent here before I curl it, and I can't go back and take off this glove just so I can fix the part in my hair just so that it looks a little bit more like a solid line here. Okay, that is good enough. That will work. All right, now I'm gonna move on to the top section of my hair here. Just brushed out a little bit. sometimes I'll put like this glove on my hand, I'll put it on the wrong hand, and like I'll like go to wrap the curl around, and I'm like, I covered up the wrong hand. Like sometimes I'll just be like holding like the curling one with my glove, and I'm like, oh, that was the wrong hand. Plus it just makes me nervous. Like I feel like, I don't know, I'm too nervous to do this without the glove. But I typically try to hold it, I think, for probably like 10 to 15 seconds. I just don't want to like damage my hair too much, because I've just seen like so many like scary videos about how much like heat styling your hair like damages your hair. So try not to kill it too much. I'm also trying to like curl it like closer to the root, just so that like my hair does have like a little bit more volume to it. It's not just like, oh, like the top of my hair is flat and then all of a sudden it's like curled and like poofed out. So I'm trying to get a little bit of that as well, because I unfortunately don't have that much hair volume. Like my hair isn't that thick, so like my hair is like pretty long, but it's just not like that thick, unfortunately. I think with this curl, before I move into these front ones, I think I'll probably make this one. I'm gonna curl this one the other way here, just to mix it up a little bit, just give it a little bit more of that natural look. Although I don't know who I'm fooling, I think it definitely looks like I curled my hair, but then just not everything like combines into like one big curl. All right, almost done. We're almost to that 3/4 mark here. I think I could separate this into two, but I think I'm just gonna do it as like one big one, because I'm gonna pin this part of my hair, I think, like behind my head anyway. So I do feel like I angle a little bit more the front ones. I don't know why. I think just because I'm trying to grab more hair with this one. I'm gonna hold this one probably for like a little bit longer, just as the front piece, and like I feel like this is the most important piece to be curled. Like especially like if I'm doing, like if I curled my hair and then the next day, like, you know, I still want my hair to look kind of nice, like I'll just go back through and like recurl like a couple of the front pieces, then like it just looks a little bit better. But this is like this half of my head here. I'm gonna move on to this last like quarter section of my hair. Yeah, I feel like on this side you can like really start to see kind of like where my natural hair is versus like where the part that's dyed is. I did have my hair highlighted, so I think like the top sections of my hair, like, you know, like they don't look as natural. It's kind of like these, like the inside, like bottom sections of my hair where like a lot more of it's like my natural hair color, but it's okay. I think it still looks fine. I had completely like bleached all of my hair blonde when I was in high school. Like I just did it at home. And that looked really awful growing out. Yeah, this is a lot of work, because I feel like I hardly straighten my hair actually, because I just like wake up and my hair is like pretty straight. But my hair straightener is actually, I have the Dyson hair straightener, and I think I've talked about it before, like it's decent. It's just like really, really heavy, and like I don't straighten my hair that much, so like I don't think it was like that good of an investment for me. But I just really like the technology behind it, like how like it'll kind of like, okay, I don't know if this is true or not. These are the claims that the Dyson hair straightener makes, but that yeah, I'm gonna curl this one the other way. Is that like it'll kind of like assess how damaged your hair is, and it will like adjust the temperature like of the straightener so that it's not damaging your hair as much, as opposed to like this that has like one temperature and it's just damaging my hair like all the same. I mean, I don't know if that's true or if Dyson's just like, you know, capping about that, but you know, in theory, if it does that, I really like it. But I just don't straighten my hair that much, and it was definitely like a little bit of an adjusting to the Dyson. Like I feel like that's like such a bougie thing to say, but like it was definitely like an adjustment, to using the Dyson straightener after like using just like a regular hair straightener for like many years of my life, because the Dyson is so much heavier because it has so much like technology in it, presumably. So it's definitely heavier. Like I probably would not like, I would not recommend like the Dyson straightener probably like for like people that are like a little bit older. Like I know when I was working at Ulta, like I know someone was saying that like their elderly mother really liked to do her hair still, but she wanted like a smaller blow dryer because she wasn't able to like hold it as well anymore. And so we actually, like I'd recommend using just like a travel size blow dryer because they're smaller, so they're meant for travel and they're lighter. So I probably would not recommend the Dyson for someone like that, but I think just kind of like once you get used to it, like, you know, it works just as good as an other straightener. I don't think it cut down on my straightening time that much just because my hair is already pretty straight. So it normally takes me like just a couple minutes to straighten my hair. I will not be showing my feet. I have socks on right now and I wouldn't do that anyway, but thank you for your request. I'm always open to suggestions of like, you know, other kinds of videos you guys want to see. Not that, but you know, I want to make my Twitch something that like people want to come and see, not just like putting out content that I like. But I think so far it's worked out that the content I like to make is content that other people like to see. So here's the hair. I feel like, you know, it looks as natural as can be. I am going to go in with my hair oil. I don't have the one that I wanted to use here, so I'm just going to use the one that's in this bathroom. But this is the Olaplex bonding oil. I don't normally use this one as much because it's yellow, and I was told that like using like these yellow hair oils on your hair like brings out the yellow in it. And like if your hair is like artificially dyed blonde, you do not want it to look yellow because then it just looks so fake. Like you want it to be like a little bit more of like a natural blonde. So I stopped using this yellow Olaplex oil, but I mean it's pretty decent. It does claim to bond your hair back together. If that's true or not, I don't know. I do use a lot of the Olaplex hair products, and I do feel like they're pretty good because as much as I've dyed my hair, like my hair's still like pretty long. It's pretty healthy. At least that's what my hairdresser said. So it's not bad. So I just went with an oil just to like break up the curls a little bit, just keep it like a little bit more natural. And then I'm gonna go in with some hairspray. I just use like a really basic Tresemme hairspray. This is just like a basic aerosol one. I used to use the non-aerosol just so I wasn't breathing it in as much, but I don't know. I think this one's just as fine, but pretty decent. Plus it'll like look better over time as the curls kind of like loosen up a little bit. But I'm gonna go put on my outfit I'm gonna wear today, so I will be right back. Just hang in there. All right, so I'm back in the fit. So I am wearing, you'll see in a second why I want to keep the makeup basic. My outfit's pretty basic, but this is, I got this from Nordstrom a couple years ago. This is the, it's like a jumpsuit, so it's all like one piece, and it has pockets, which we love. But this is it's by Ali & J from Nordstrom. I don't think they sell that brand there anymore, but that's the brand that this jumpsuit is. I really like it. I feel like you can like pin it up and make it like more versatile for like work and stuff. Like I used to like wear this with like a blazer, like for like going to like class or like going to work, except for I work from home now, so I just always wear t-shirts. But you could also, you know, like make it more of like a going out thing. Like you can go both ways, but this is a family dinner, so I'm gonna keep it like here instead of like we're going out on Friday. But you know, I feel like even just like wearing this as is, like you know, like it's still like pretty conservative because like it's got like pretty thick shoulder straps to wear for work as well. So we go in, put on the gems here for the fam dinner. I'm glad you guys like the outfit. See if I can put this on myself. I wish I had had time to get my nails done before this, but that's okay. All right, got the jade piece on here. I'm gonna put on this necklace. Got my Chinese name, Mei Jing, on it. I don't like speak like Mandarin or Cantonese, so I don't actually know which side has my name on it, but one of the sides does. So I just really want to keep like my outfit and my makeup simple, just so that like all of this like really stands out. Okay, this is the tricky clasp to do here. See if I can get this on. Perfect. This is a lot easier to get on than to get off, which I guess is a good thing. I wanted these to be at like slightly different heights, so maybe just try to like tape this one up so that it's here. And then putting on the earrings, it's all gonna make sense in a minute, like when I do the hair. But try not to pierce my ears today and put these actually in the ear holes that I have. Okay, move my AirPod a little bit here, sorry. Okay, so does it all make sense now with this simple outfit? So I'm thinking I'm gonna like pin my hair up. I do need to slick my flyaways down a little bit here. But I'm thinking I'm going to pin like this front curl of my hair like up here. Thank you. I'm glad we like the look here. Yeah, you know, I don't actually know what time it is, but you know, it normally takes me like a while to get ready, so I just wanted to make sure I had enough prep time. I also have to share this bathroom with my sister, so I also want to make sure she had time to get ready also, because she does not stream and she like did not want to be like in the background of this like also getting ready. So I'm gonna pin this with like a couple of bobby pins here. Just to, you know, show it off. These are my grandmother's earrings actually that she gave to me, and so we'll see how long my ears want to tolerate wearing these, but I think it looks pretty good. Just, you know, let me bring you over to like a little bit better lighting, but you know, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, my tan looks a little bit patchy. I was gonna say tacky, I guess maybe that too, but it's a little bit patchy on my wrist. But like I feel like just like, I don't know, I like the more like dramatic hair, like with the earrings and stuff. So thank you. I'm glad you guys like the look. But yeah, I feel like just like with this, I just want to keep the makeup and like the outfit like super simple, just so like the jewelry was really speaking. But well, my highlighter's like really glowing. I'm not mad at that, but hopefully you guys like the look. Thanks for hanging out with me, watching me do my makeup, do my hair. So definitely exciting. I hope you all have a really great day as well. So thanks for hanging out with me. Probably the next video I'm gonna do is gonna be like a little crafting DIY video. So if you're not already, be sure to like follow me so that you get those notifications when I'm streaming next. And if there's any kind of videos or anything, like definitely open to suggestions. Just let me know kind of what you guys want to see. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching the look. Enjoy your weekend. If you're working this weekend, you know, I feel you. I did that for many years. You'll make it. If you have the weekend off, enjoy, do something fun. At least where I'm at, it's a beautiful day, so try to go outside. But thanks for hanging out, guys.